All right, let's look at the homework 11.6, problem number 4. All right, let's test the convergence of the following series. All right. All right, so let's try to apply a ratio test here. All right, so remember that this is going to be our AN. All right, so I'm going to apply the ratio test. All right, so we're going to have to look at the limit as n approaches infinity. Then absolute value of an plus 1 over an. All right, so this is going to be, so limit as n approaches infinity. All right, absolute value. All right, so first we're going to put the an plus 1. So every time we see n, we put the n plus 1. So you have a 9 to the n plus 1 over, right? N plus 1 is going to be n plus 2. A to the, 2n plus 1. So it's going to be 2 times n plus 1 would be 2n plus 2 plus 1. So it's going to be 2n plus 3. Is that okay? All right, so that's an plus 1. And divide by an, so we have to put the reciprocal of this guy. So it's n plus 1 goes on top, and 8 to the 2n plus 1 goes on top, and 9 to the n goes on the bottom. All right, so we have that. All right, so let's simplify. So we can cancel 9 to the n here, and we can scratch the powers here. We still have 9 left over. All right, and we have 8 to the 2n plus 1, then we have 8 to the 2n plus 3. So you have 2 more 8 on the bottom. So I'm going to just scratch this out. Then the top power is going to be 2. So I'm going to actually just erase those guys. So it becomes power is 2 there. All right. Then what we're going to do next is I'm going to pull out all the constant which has nothing to do with n. So for example, right, we have 9 on top, and then you have 8 squared, on the bottom. Right, so I'm going to pull that out. So you have a 9 on top over, right, 8 squared is 64. So I'm going to just put 64 there. Right, then we still have to take the limit as n approaches infinity. Right, and what's left is n plus 1 on top and n plus 2 on the bottom, and that's it, right? So I'm gonna put so n plus 1 on top and n plus 2 on the bottom. All right, so this one, all you have to do is just divide top by n and divide the denominator by n as well, so that we're going to get 9 over 64 times, all right, so we have a limit as n approaches infinity. So you have n divided by n is 1, 1 divided by n is 1 over n divided by n is 1, 2 divided by n is 2 over n. All right, but we know that here 1 over n approaches 0 as n approaches infinity, and the same with 2 over n. All right, so this limit is going to be simply 1 over 1, which is 1. And so this comes out to be simply 9 over 64. All right, but this is definitely strictly less than 1. All right, which means that the biratio test, this original series is convergent. It's actually absolutely convergent as well. All right, so let's type it in. All right, so this is going to be absolutely convergent. All right, let's check the answer. Submit for testing. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.